Okay, that should be us live. Yep, I'm seeing Twitch updating. So hello everyone and welcome back to the 41st Millennium, where there is only war. I'm your host tonight, Ross, and tonight we're going to be playing more Space Hulk Tactics. We're going to be carrying on with the Blood Angels campaign, and we're going to see if we can't get to the next sort of checkpoint. So in the last one in the last stream that we did, we boarded the Space Hulk. We found that there are Genestealers on board, as you would expect, and they have a few special variants, and I think we're just going to start getting into that now. So, campaigns, Blood Angels, and let's resume where we left off. So if I remember right, we had just set a demolition charge here, and now we need to start progressing through this section of the map, and you can see we're now getting to sections of the ship where there's locked doors. We need to go and get the keys to find to open the doors. The hatch is locked. There must be a control panel nearby. No mere barrier will forestall our sacred mission. So you see, we got the key that opens up that door there. And one of the things I quite like now is, see this bit here? Every move we take, that blinking red light goes up a notch. That, when it gets to there, we have to deal with Genestealers. So we're now locked in. That has locked us behind. Locked that door behind us. We can't leave now. There's something there. We have detected a module nearby. Perhaps we should seek it out. It could be useful. New blueprint collected. Doorbuster. Ooh. So we go into squad management. Took a wee minute there. Where do I see my blueprints? Now, if I remember right, I gave one of you guys did I not give one of you guys a chain fist? I gave you a chain fist. Okay, so what does Doorbuster do? So these are areas where there could be possible Genestealers. What we could do is we could go the long way around when they're going to fight there or something. Yeah, like see, we're only 2 jumps off now. We've got 100 components, so the next jump will reveal a Genestealer horde to us. The Auspex device reads multiple life forms ahead. Seek out and purge the Xenos. The Xenos are gathering up ahead. Yeah, so you can see they've got 3 blips that we might need to fight our way through. So we'll fight this lot. A large group of Genestealers suddenly emerges from the walls. This crawling mass prevents us from moving forward. Yeah, let's get into a bit of a fight. We need to find and extract the servo skull. So I'm guessing the skull's probably there, and we maybe need to get it all the way up here. Okay, yeah, so we want Sergeant, we've got our heavy weapon specialist Lazaro, and we've got the apothecary Nephomos. That's our go-to squad. It's taking a little longer to load than previous stream. Oh, didn't like that for some reason. Okay, so we need to get the Servo Skull to there. We can deploy there actually. And we can also deploy. Oh, that's very risky. So we can deploy. I don't know, what was it? Was it F for tactical? X for tactical. So, oh, I see. So those doors are locked until you activate the console, but the console's your only way out of this corridor. I see, I see. This one locks in these doors and they're opposites, so you're basically choosing which way you want to funnel them. Same with... I see, I see. So what we want to do, use just a normal door. Right, so what we want to do, the sergeant's going to lead the mission. Because, you know, he's a space marine, that's what he does. We're going to have the heavy weapons. He's going to be up here somewhere. Because we're going to close that, which, if I'm right in saying, will force them to come this way. So actually what we want is we want the heavy weapon there. Ready. So then he can get Overwatch down that long corridor. That's just an ordinary door. But we're going to need to get somebody over to there. We'll put a regular Terminator there. We'll put let me think. We'll put the normal Terminator there as well. We'll put the Apothecary down here. Because what we can do is we can have the, like I said, we'll get this to close that door. This brother Terminator, he'll move up, lock these two doors down here, cutting off this avenue for the Genestealers. The Assault Terminator can man that corridor, while the Apothecary runs down to here and opens that. And then Brother Sergeant will make his way to the door, open the door, and we should be able to just run on through. In theory. Oh, I forgot it puts you into first person, so... walk back to the Servo Skull. I put you facing that way because I thought those doors would open, but they didn't. We did it. You're heavy, so go up to there. Yes, brother. And interact with the door, please. It is done. So now that door's closed and this one has opened. Apothecary, you're going to start making your way through to this console here. I am moving. You're going to start moving up, and you're just going to hold. You're going to hold there. Understood. Let's see what cards we have. Let's convert that so we get 2 more action points. You close the door. I kind of want you to turn and go into Overwatch. I've got points for that. Vigilance, brother. And then I think that's going to be us, because the Sergeant can slowly make his way up. Those doors are locked, we don't need to worry about them too much. And this section here is going to be a problem. And the Apothecary's going to be up there. But once we close these doors off, we can divert 2 Terminators down the way. So that's the game spawning in the blips. We don't know how many Genestealers they are. Spawning in a lot of blips. Holy crap.
Yes, brother.
Sidestep forward and go into Overwatch. You are going to move to there. We've spotted 2 of them. Let's look at our cards. Our cards are all combat based, so let's convert one. You don't cost anything to play, so we will play you onto the Apothecary. Apothecary is going to take a quick shot, which of course the Genestealer is going to dodge. This brother here is going to make his way. He's going to carry on making his way up towards that computer terminal to lock those doors. I don't want to spend my extra 3 AP on him yet. This guy I'm actually not too worried about right now. So I don't know what to do with him. I might have him just go into Overwatch. But the Apothecary's in an interesting position. He's missed twice now. Oh, right, okay. I've got 3 squad AP. You can just carry on moving up.
I am moving.
Oh, I could have had you turn actually. I could have had you.
Lie to the Emperor. Overwatch.
You're going to Overwatch, but you're going to fire one quick shot first.
Fear not, brothers.
Must be too far. Who's still got movements? You've got a movement, but I don't really want you doing much. You'll fall back to the middle. And then you've got stuff, but I'm kind of wanting you to do that, so let's see what it does. To see what it does. Oh, they're actually avoiding the Apothecary. Okay, so we do have these guys moving up, so very quickly let's get this guy here. Close that so there's no more that are going to come down that corridor. He's going to turn and go back the other way. Apothecary.
Yes, brother.
Let's get the assault cannon turned round. Let's have a look at our abilities. +1 to hit his next shot. +2 to his next melee. +2 to his next melee. Convert that to give us 2 extra points. I'm going to be in range of a Genestealer no matter where I go.
Vigilance, brother.
You'll get some shots
My
down there.
fear is to fail. Overwatch. Yes, brother.
I have a feeling they're going to come through here, so we'll get him to back up a bit and go into Overwatch.
Overwatch.
So as soon as that door opens, he's ready to shoot. And we're actually going to leave the sergeant where he is just now, because he's completely safe until we open that door. But we can't get him through here until we have access to that panel there. So we need to clear out this little infestation here. Oh, we have movement. One Genestealer's dead.
Fear my thirst.
This guy's gonna haul ass up back into combat, having done what I need him to do. Do I want to shoot the door, or do I want to wait till they come through? Let's come back to you.
Yes, brother.
Oh, let's have a quick look at our cards. +1 on his next shot. The next shot is a success. Let's convert that.
Vigilance, brother. Overwatch.
So these two are going to do Overwatch because we need to clear this corridor. I'm going to give you the next shot as a success. Your next shot will be an Overwatch shot. And then that's going to be us, because I want to keep the sergeant where he is just now. Oh, no, no, no. No more blips. No more blips. Shoot him! Why didn't you shoot? Did I not put him in Overwatch? I didn't put him in Overwatch. Oh no, I've made a mistake. It's cost me a battle, brother. Come on, light him up, light him up. There we go. Right, so I've got a Genestealer there I need to deal with. I've got a horde of Genestealers up there that are going to start moving soon. Oh, and I've got more there. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Oh, there's multiple of them. They are deploying a lot of Genestealers. Come on, run into the Overwatch. Oh, he missed. You can run into the Overwatch? Go on. No. Okay, at least these ones are locked in.
Fear my thirst.
How much is it to make you shoot? Probably just one. But we're going to get there. Let's do this brother first, because I know he... I can get him to shoot. +1 to next shot, +1 to next shot, draw cards. Let's play that. Give him +1 to hit. Still nope. There we go. For some reason going into first person did it. Right, you're just going to move up for your last one. Here's where it's interesting.
I am moving.
How far up can I move you before you're going to be able to see nothing? They're right through there. Look, you can see them when I mouse over them. Up there. Oh, this is dodgy.
My fear is to fail.
Right. What's happened to my mouse? I was clicked on something, that's what. Right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to play this card onto our heavy. So he gets +1 to hit his next shot. We're then going to play this card to discard our hand and draw 3 new cards. Which gives us... this card here to convert for 3.
Yes,
Will allow this guy to move up. Still can't see them.
taking up position.
But now he can. That's one gone. That one didn't go. He's now gone. Now, the risk we have is these two here. Because they can get to him and they can possibly kill him. I can't convert any more cards. So I could potentially lose the heavy here. But I need to get one of these guys to the console. I can't afford to do it without that. So, I'm just going to have to hope for the best. I should be far enough away from this guy that it's not much of an issue. Now the question is, do I get this guy to start moving? I probably should.
Done. Taking up position.
Okay. A little nervous for this turn, not gonna lie. So here comes the Horde. Man, they move quick. Oh, he's gonna be in danger no matter where he goes, look at that. So even getting him to there is going to be bad. So let's start off by getting you to there. You're ready to do that. You turn round. Not a great shot. Let's get you... Actually, let's see what our cards are. Target a Terminator until the end of your turn, +1 and range 6 for his Overwatch action. Shoot is not affected, can't be stabbed. +2 to his next melee. Let's convert that card. And we'll get you into the safety of the door. Because So that Servo Skull and the Sergeant are strategic importance absolute. We'll activate the door,
Done.
securing the Sergeant.
Gateway. Understood.
You'll move so that you can cover. Really? You can't... Oh, it's 2 actions for you to turn around? I mean, if I pull back, I'm fine.
Moving forward.
It's just if they spawn here, which they have just done. So that's potentially a Terminator gone there. Yep. Which is also heavy. Apothecary's not long for this world either, look at him. So it's absolutely important I get him there. Which, to be fair, I think is what you're meant to do in this mission. I think you're meant to throw your guys at the meat grinder and let the Sergeant or whoever you get to grab the Servo Skull to finish the mission. Man, they are deploying a lot.
Line to the Emperor.
Right, how far can I get you? You need another 3. It's not happening this turn.
Taking up position.
Yeah, it's not happening this turn. Because that's 3 to turn around and kill him, so... Whereas if we go to... See, it's not a great chance to shoot either. Oh, there's no way of fighting. That's not too bad. He's going to go into guard.
Gunshot fast.
Ooh, I can play that. Convert. Play that.
In the name of the Emperor.
Man, they really deploy heavy on this map. What happened there? Did he like poison him or something? Okay, that's pretty cool. There goes the attack. Thing is though, we are now we've locked ourselves in this section of the ship, so we're safe now. I've sped it up as well because like they're not going to do anything this turn. There we go. There's not much power left, but the security panel seems to be working. What should we do? Seal all hatches. We will not allow these abominations to proliferate. That was hard to say. Open the hatches. We may find something of interest beyond them. It's best not to touch this thing. Let's open the hatches. Xenos are gathering. We could have someone there. So it looks like we need to get down to here. I see. So if you didn't open that, these would all be locked and you couldn't get any of the extra assets. The Auspex device reads multiple life forms ahead. Seek out and purge the Xenos. Right, let's clear our way through. A large group of Genestealers suddenly emerges from the wall. The crawling mass prevents us from moving forward. Bless your weapon. Attack. Place the bomb and extract 3 Terminators. Okay. Just need to deal with a horde, it looks like. As usual, the same squad. What is that thing? Oh, that'll be a Bridlord. I say, what is that thing? I know nothing about what that thing is. Okay, so takes me a second to load in there. Let's see where we spawn. We can spawn right next to where we need to plant the bomb, but you can only spawn one guy there. But we can plant a bomb there. What opens that door? That console there. Activates not only the turrets. Okay, so let's have a look. We have a Genestealer blip there. Genestealer there. We've got a door that's locked. A turret there. Control panel for that turret, that door, and that door. And over on this side, we've got a control panel for the other turret. Oh, it's that door there. That thing is controlled by... Where's that thing controlled from? Okay. I think the sergeant's going to need to go in there. So I need to get into there. How the hell do I get into there? Right, one brother is going to go there.
In position.
Ooh, now. Let's put the heavy going down there. Apothecary there.
Ready.
And again, we'll have 2 regular assault buddies there.
Teleportation completed. In the name of the Emperor.
Oh no, we gotta go hit this guy, like, ourselves. Hello. Oh, it's not a good chance of... I don't know, can we... Yeah, ooh. Can't play that card, so we'll convert it. We'll give the Sergeant +2 to his next melee. Nice. Right. Right, Sergeant. What are we doing with you? Well, let's see what we can't do with this guy.
Yes, brother.
So that closes the door, I think? Or has that just opened the door? I'm not sure.
Understood.
You're going to move up and go into Overwatch.
Vigilance, brother.
Hold on, let's see what our odds are here. So if we're shooting the turret, we give a 70% chance of success. Shooting the Genestealer is actually much the same, so let's try and shoot the Genestealer.
No mercy.
Got the Genestealer. And then we'll have you
Moving forward.
move forward too.
My fear is to fail. I'm moving.
Apothecary. There you go. Apothecary has done his job as well. We'll have him turn about. And we've got 2 options left. We've got 2 abilities left. So, let's have a quick look. That turret... I see how you're meant to do this now. So, what you do is you get the Sergeant to come and stand on this guy, so that these guys can move and actually secure that thing. I think that's how you're meant to do it. Now the problem I have with you right now is that there's a Genestealer right there.
Waiting for them.
So let's see what they do. Okay, so we have some blips. Oh, we've got a lot of blips.
In the name of the Emperor.
Really? The sidesteps? Right, this guy needs to... I don't know what to do here.
Orders confirmed.
+1 on his next shot's not a bad option.
Yes, brother.
Oh, there's multiple of them.
Detected. For all.
Really?
Only a decoy.
Oh, that was a good thing that's a decoy.
Vigilance, brother.
Right.
Yes, brother. Understood.
Get the apothecary moved up. Sergeant's gonna have to deal with this guy. And what I'm doing is risky. So to shoot him I get a 31% chance. Melee's... I can't play any cards, so I'm going to need to discard this to pump a couple shots into him first. Oh, there we go. Right. Let's see now. You guys are kind of in trouble. And I can get you to safety, but I can only get you there once I get these guys to safety. So the sergeant's going to start moving. Just be one Genestealer. Nope, there's two of them. One of them went down though. Oh, you made it.
My life.
Interesting. You can't actually see him. Can you see him? No, you can't.
Understood.
There we go. Right, you start moving up.
Moving forward. Vigilance, brother.
Let's have a look at our cards. Right. Convert that because it gives me four. Gives me 4 squad AP. Let's put some shots into this dude. He's not got any squad AP left. Now we could have some guys coming this way, so we're going to get the apothecary to turn around and go into Overwatch.
Vigilance, brother.
And we're going to call it there, see what happens. Okay. You need to get on top of the turret.
Understood.
Assault cannon's going to move up.
My fear is to fail. Taking up position.
Because the console's in there, so I need to get him all the way over there, which is not great.
Orders confirmed. I am moving.
And then let's have a look at our cards. Let's redraw our hand. And that works because it gives me a 3 to convert. Should get the apothecary into there.
I'm moving.
And then I've still got one more card, but I'm going to keep a hold of that just now. I don't think anybody's really in range of Genestealers this turn. Maybe the Sergeant. Oh, they got close. Just as well I moved the apothecary, because that would have been bad. Okay, so apothecary, I need you to move forward, and you're going to need to interact with that in a second. This is bad. Right, let's have a look-see.
Xenos detected.
Convert that card. Apothecary.
Done. Orders confirmed.
Brother, you're gonna need to like kill that thing.
Xenos detected.
Slightly better odds of killing it that way. Okay, he should be okay for another turn. This guy here. You're okay. It's down here. This is a problem down here. So I don't know if that turret is still hostile. So let's start lighting these guys up. Oh, they're really close.
No mercy.
Okay, that was a thingy blip. Don't really have any cards I really want to play.
Fire! Fire! Nothing through, Paul.
Oh, that's good. Right.
Fear not, brothers.
Let's see what happens now.
Yes, brother. I am moving. Fire! Taking up position. I am moving.
Okay, so you can slowly get them through there.
Yes, brother. Fear my thirst.
Let's have a look at my cards. Let's play that card. Let's convert that to give us +3 to move. So 3 could get him to there. Or get the sergeant to there. Or this dude up to there.
Moving forward.
Let's go for the objective. So we're going to have some blips coming at us now from the far side, which I'm not too worried about. They've got a long way to go. Same as up here, these guys have got quite a distance to cover. What I'm worried about is this corner, this corridor down here at the bottom. But it doesn't look like anything spawned out of there. Now see, I could leave the apothecary there. Because I can't actually get him past the turret. But the turret won't overwatch on them, which is a problem. So he's done the bomb. We'll get you into here, because then that turret can provide overwatch for you. The sergeant used all his movements. Let's convert this card, because it'll give us an extra 3 movement. Or 3 actions. I'll get the sergeant to there. So next turn he can plant his bomb. And it's just what to do with these two. Because we've got some blips that are about to come down here, and they are within actual striking distance here, so I'm thinking just Overwatch. Hold these corridors. Because they're going to have to make it all the way down there past the assault cannon. See, that little spot there, that's what I'm worried about. The first one's down. This was the Genestealer that had me concerned. My turn. Right, what have I to do here? I need to plant a bomb. Why can't you plant a bomb? Oh, because I need to extract you now. Extract 3 Terminators. So I need to get 3 of you guys to there. How do I get you to extract? What is this? This is... Don't tell me what this is. Oh, I have to walk on it in my turn. Right, okay. Can you just turn around? Yeah, I need you to shoot him. You missed. Hit him that time though. And then take a step forward.
Overwatch. Moving forward. Taking up
If I do this next turn, we'll be able to get him onto there, and maybe one of these guys in the following turn. Okay. So if you walk through to there, you should teleport out. You require an 8, you only require a 6, so we should be able to do that. If we convert this card.
Orders confirmed.
Oh, I didn't like that. Froze up a little bit. Mission complete. That was a fun one, I enjoyed that one. We did it just in the nick of time, so I think we had until round 12 to finish that mission. Everything in here smells of the Eldari. Some of their technologies must still be active. Be wary. The deception of those creatures knows no limits. So we've now got, I think this is chapter 3, Extermination, or going into chapter 3. And all we need to do is kill all the Genestealers and take a warp tunnel.
Heed me, brothers. It appears the Ordo Xenos wishes to speak with us. We have little choice but to hear the Inquisitor out.
Captain Ubaldo, Sergeant Tahariel, I address you both directly. My servitors have been probing the mass of the Space Hulk, and I believe we have located a large Xenos nest, a few corridors distant from the squad's current location. If you proceed on your present path, they will attack and devour you. But if you strike now in stealth, you may be able to take them unawares.
With all due respect, Lord Inquisitor, what purpose is there to engage in a fruitless assault that yields us no tactical advantage? That section of the derelict can be sealed off and bypassed.
Captain, I know the Genestealer threat better than any soul within 100 light years. Those Xenos cannot be sealed off for long. They claw their way through any obstruction, and the longer you wait to exterminate them, the more they will gather their strength. But I will accede to your experience. This operation is under your command. For now.
I will give your advice the consideration it is due, my lord. Sergeant, take the most direct route toward the threat concentration. We will upload all available sensor data to your Auspex units.
Okay, so all we need to do here is kill all Genestealers, and it looks like we get to deploy here and here. And if we complete this, we'll get a blueprint for sustained fire for Brother Lazaro, and blueprint steady aim for Brother Caraniel. Caraniel? Don't know how you would pronounce that. We'll also get a bunch of components for upgrades and stuff. Now I think this might be the first level where we start seeing a little bit more of the boss Genestealers. They were kind of teased in the last chapter mission, if that makes sense. So we'll see how we get on. We might run into, I can't remember what it was called, but it was bigger than the rest of them and it was more armoured. But we only saw it in a cutscene, so I imagine this is right about the time when they would introduce it into the actual game. Oh, this is
alien walls, this strange architecture. You're entering an Eldari wreck. Be on your guard, my brothers.
The malignant powers the Eldari wield spring from their obscene Xenos technology. Limit your interactions with the environment to the bare minimum, lest you become ensnared by it.
Some of the alien portals may still be operational. In other times, I would condemn the use of such things. But in the present circumstances, there may be no other option.
The datum from the Ordo Xenos shows 2 major concentrations of Genestealers. Most appear to be in some kind of dormant, hibernative state. If you move quickly, you should be able to immolate the brood before they become aware of your presence. Strike swiftly, in the name of Sanguinius.
Aye, my lord. Brothers, speak the rights of combat and attack.
Okay. I don't like talking over the cutscene bits where there's actual dialogue, 'cause there's not a lot of it in this game. Most of it is me kind of rambling on. So if I don't interrupt it, then you guys get to see a bit more of the game. And also, hello, Jamie. Right, so how do we want to deploy? Chances are we're not going to get a shot down this alley, so we'll put the sergeant in lead here.
Ready.
This one, it's a much longer corridor, we'll get some good shots down here, so we'll put our heavy weapon at the front.
Ready.
And the apothecary behind him, because he can revive him if he goes down. And we'll have our 2 assault battle brothers
Teleportation completed.
back at the sergeant. And if we go into our tactical view, we can see that this warp tunnel will transport us around the map. And that's all it does. We've got a couple doors we can mess with as well, but nothing complex. Also, Jamie, what is your question?
In the name of the Emperor!
What was the name of the playground game that was like Tig, where you had to crawl through people's legs to free them? I cannot remember, but I remember playing the game. Right. There's Genestealers down that way, and there's ones up ahead. Feel like going that way. See, this puts me into threat range. Trying to figure out how I want to do this. So you can have you stand there, turn, which is 2 actions, leaves you with 1. You should. Do you not? Are you not able to see him? No, you can. He's just in that corner over there.
Football. Yes, brother.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it either. Tunnel Tick. Was it not just Tunnel Tick? Let's move our heavy weapon up. We're going to be dangerous for him today. Okay, we've got a normal Genestealer.
Detected.
Well, the Apollo can move up just in case he does get killed, because there is actually 3 of them. And there was only 2 blips. Overwatch is a thing. Yep. Because what you can do, Jamie, when you're playing this is, if you press space, you can bring up you get 3 tactical cards a turn. You can either choose to play them or convert them for additional action points. I'm going to convert this one for 3, which gives me the squad 3 action points that I can spend on anybody I want to. So,
In the name of the Emperor.
if I wanted to, I could have this guy go into Overwatch. Overwatch costs 2 points to do. What I'm thinking of doing, though, is having this guy blast away a couple, because he's... I can lose a few of these guys and I get them back next mission. But this guy is pretty decent in the fact that his assault cannon will pretty much shred these guys. So, I always like to do this in first person, because look at that gun. Sexy. He missed! Right. Ah, well, he deserves to die at this point. Right, so there's just that one over there I can't do anything about. But the apothecary is there. If he dies, the apothecary will bring him back to life, so it's not too bad. It's more the sergeant I'm worried about.
Waiting for the name of the Emperor.
See, I could pull the sergeant back. I could play a card. So we'll play that card because it doesn't actually cost us anything to play. And we'll we'll put that on the sergeant. So if he survives a melee attack, he gets to hit back with a better roll. And then the other card will give him +2 to that roll, so let's pump that into him as well. So all he's got to do is survive, and I can't do anything else. So we're just going to have to put it up to fate, see what happens. Oh, there's two of them. One of them's just come out the warp gate, right next to me. And I've lost the sergeant. I'm going to lose the heavy weapon as well. I think so. The warp gates in this are they are nasty. Yeah, they're piling up down here. See, sometimes they're real clever. They'll sit right on the edge of the Overwatch zone. Well, Jamie, we're in the map might be really weird because we're in a space hulk, so it's basically ships that have been adrift in space for thousands and thousands of years have all kind of clumped together, and it's just an amalgamation of ships at this point. Right, let's get... You can't move through him, so we're going to need to move and turn around. Let's go down to our heavy weapon guy. Was there a guy hiding behind you? No, there was a guy further down the corridor.
Fear my thirst.
Oh, he is cleaning up shop. Okay, 3 out of 4 is not bad. Let me see. Can you can see him, and you can kill him. And to reveal 2 more. So I say, if it was going to give me that really like slow and cool pan in on the bolter to not kill it, that'd be a piss take. Can you choose your faction? There is 2 campaigns. So there is the Blood Angels campaign, which we're playing through, and then there's the Genestealers campaign, which are the people we're fighting. So you can choose which one you want to play as. I chose to go as the Blood Angels for the stream because, you know, for the Emperor and all that. There we go. Now, there's one there that could come through the warp gate. So I'm going to move forward and put him into Overwatch so that if they do come through, they'll get shot at. Which leaves down here 2 Genestealers, well, 1 Genestealer, possibly 1 or 2. I think they can even hold up to 3 of these in these blips. And yeah, it does have a lot of XCOM vibes with it. You failed! You failed, your brother died. Oh, they're running away. Okay, so we'll see you later, Jamie. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, like that one blip was hiding 3 Genestealers, and they're all going to start piling on this guy here. So let's. Oh, he did actually kill him. Where would that take? That would put you over there, would it?
Orders confirmed. Yes.
Let's have the heavy weapon and apothecary move up. Let's see. We'll play that card and put it on the heavy. Because it gives him +1 to hit. So that's one less Genestealer to worry about. And there's nowhere really for this guy to go where he's not going to get attacked, so I'm just going to put him in Overwatch. And I'll put you into Overwatch as well. Not great. Hey Stephen, how's it? It's hit and miss. I'm on one of the like sort of chapter end missions. Now, I need to get rid of you. I've got rid of you. Can I now bring back a fallen brother? Is that a thing? How do I bring somebody back? Oh, I'm going to play that card on the apothecary, I think.
My fear is to fail. Die, Xenos. Taking up position.
Have him go through the walk tunnel because that is a secondary objective of this mission.
For killer.
And I just need to kill that one Genestealer.
That was the last. May the angel be praised. We read no other contacts in your vicinity.
So yeah, as I was saying, Stephen, it's going okay. Some of the missions are getting a lot harder because I'm getting into chapter 3 or chapter 4 now. But in saying that, the missions are always like you only need one person to survive, which is not too bad. When we get a cutscene. Oh, he big. Okay, so for completing Chapter 3 Extermination, we get a bunch of components, and we get blueprints for Brother Lazaro and Brother Tahariel, which I think they come through as
Well
mods, I
done,
think.
my brothers. This area has been purged of the alien filth.
Fascinating. My observations show the behavior of this brood was most unusual. These creatures do not act in a mindless, ferocious manner as others of their kind do. On the contrary, they attempt to deceive, to outflank and perform sneak attacks. Most intriguing.
Forgive me if I do not share your curiosity. Sergeant, your flank is now secure. Return to the primary mission and resume progression.
Aye, brother captain.
Attention, Space Marines. We have just spotted a very strong single biosignal near the rooms you cleansed. It seems you have awakened something larger.
Of course we did.
A single Xenos will pose little threat, Inquisitor.
The Genestealers sometimes spawn very strong strains with their colossal powers. Even just one of these creatures can be a deadly threat.
Then I bid you transmit a copy of the biosignal so we might be warned of its approach.
Very well.
Okay, so that's us now on to the next chapter. Also, how do we get there? We've got to use... Oh, because we're in the Eldar section of the Space Hub now. There's teleporters and stuff. Interesting. So it looks like that's where we would need to go. But we're going to have to go around all this first, so... An Aldari portal. If we pass through it, there's no telling where we might appear. Yeah, we appeared there. Let's move on. What is this, Brother Sergeant? Do you note these marks? I have never seen the like before. What kind of creature is this Aldari wreck hiding? So that takes us to there. That drops us there. Well, let's go up. And get all the free shit. Brother Sergeant, we have found bodies of our former comrades. Whatever attacked them, it must have been no ordinary Genestealer. I fear it is still present in the vicinity. Should we examine their bodies or... Wait, can you hear that? Is that one of them? Hurry, brothers, and let's take anything useful. Oh, let's grab that. A large group of Genestealers suddenly emerges from the walls. The crawling mass prevents us from moving forward. I'm actually just going to order the party to stand his ground. So we actually got a mod there. The game doesn't like it when I go into squad management for some reason. So let's have a look at modules. So, Brother Madril, or Madril, gets +1 defensive melee. Let's apply that. Doorbuster, let's... can I buy that, please? So these modules are going to give us bonuses to our units. So choose a card. Target Terminator until the end of your turn, +2, and range equals 4 for his Overwatch. Or target Terminator until the next round he's immune to flames and toxic fog. I feel like that might come in handy. Right, let's have a look, see. Weapons. We can give you, Brother Armando, a chain fist. Brother Cranial can also get a chain fist. You're still stuck with your assault cannon. Right, okay. I think I'm going to keep their weapons as they are just now. Okay, so what have we got here? Only in death does duty end. Target a Terminator until the end of your turn, get +1 and a range equal to 6. For his shoot at actions, Overwatch is not affected and this cannot be stacked. Or Steady Hand, target a Terminator until the end of your turn, get +1 and range equals 6 for his Overwatch. Maybe that one. Right, so that puts me to there, so let's go up. Where is that? Ah, that takes you all the way back. The Auspex device reads multiple life forms ahead. Seek out and purge the Xenos. The Auspex device reads multiple life forms ahead. Yep. A little bit sneaky there with my movement. So I need to get to... I need to get that teleporter there. So that just locked me in, it has. Brother Sergeant, the scry sensors indicate the presence of a Genestealer nest in the compactor subsystem. We must repair the mechanism, get rid of this filth. We are going in, brothers. Or leave it. Repair it. Okay, we're gonna have to go through this nest here. A large group of Genestealers suddenly emerges from the walls. The crawling mass prevents us from moving forward. Let's go battle on this one. And the mission is just simply to extract 4 Terminators. And of course 2 of them have to do this massively long walk up. Okay, I can get 3 of them will be easy, 4 is going to be difficult. So my thinking is, who do I want to put down the bottom there? Okay, so yeah, got to get to the extraction point, which is there. Tactical map. So we've got lots of warp gates. There's a warp gate there, which will jump my guys to there. What's a warp bubble do? So really I want to get them into that warp gate there, that warp tunnel, because that will take them all the way over to here, and then it's just out and through this door. Theoretically.
Ready. Teleportation completed. Ready. In position. Ready.
I don't know if like I can lock any of these doors.
Fire for Sangria.
What does a warp bubble do? I don't know what a warp bubble does. Is it like if I step in there I could go to any of these locations? Yeah, it must be. Let's have you go into the warp
Moving
bubble.
forward.
Oh, you swap places with someone. That's what it does.
Yes, brother. Son, fear my thirst.
Overwatch. Waiting for them.
Ah, but that's moved him to there.
He's done. Desperate. Taking up position.
Let's get rid of that card and we'll play that card. So we'll place it on the sergeant, I think.
Waiting for them. Vigilance, brother.
So I think we're going to have a blip spawn there and a blip spawn there. We've got threat of one there. Threats of ones there.
For Baal. Overwatch.
Other than that, I think we should be okay. Okay, so they're spawning down there. Yep, blip there like I thought there would be. these guys are going through the warp tunnels. Yep. Okay. Let's have you just continue to hold Overwatch, same with you.
Vigilance, brother. Moving forward.
We'll have you move out to there. Now here's the thing. To get there it's 1, 2, 3, 4, technically 5 or 6 movements. But that would drop me in there. That one would drop me there. It's still not great.
In the name of the Emperor! Yes, brother. Yes, brother.
I'm just gonna go balls to the wall with it. Oh god, there's 2 of them.
Xenos detected.
Right, let's see. Let's convert one of them. Do I really want to melee him? Probably should have. Okay, he killed one of them. I'll pray that shot hits, then it missed. Nope, didn't get anything, so play that card on the sergeant. So I can't do any more converting. So I'm just gonna have to see how these guys handle it. No, he's gone. Oh, the sergeant survived. Is he gonna die here though? Yep. That's it, mission failed. Can you use the warp bubble on an enemy? Well, no, because you have to walk into the warp bubble. So what the warp bubble does, any unit moving on it, you can see there, it's just popped up. Any unit moving on it can swap its position with a friendly unit. So I can't force the enemy into the warp bubbles. The enemy just get use of it. I was maybe trying to push a little too quick there, I don't know. What have we found? Are you certain all our duties are complete here, Brother Sergeant? We won't be coming back this way. So no, Megamix, I don't think I could have used the warp bubbles on them. Everything in here looks like it could break at any moment. How typical of Orcish creations, and yet, even amid this wreckage, the tracks of our quarry are unmistakable. So we're now in the Orc section of the ship. So we need to kill all Bulwark biomorphs, so we are getting a new enemy now. And it takes 20 turns.
Captain Ubaldo, it seems my suspicions are correct. I have reviewed the genetic samples collected by my servo skull, and it appears some of the Genestealers aboard that derelict are quite unique, never before encountered. Their strengths and capabilities are unknown.
All the more reason to eradicate them.
I am not certain you fully appreciate the consequences of this discovery, Captain. The tyrannid species adapt constantly. This could be the next phase in their evolution. If we can collect a relatively intact specimen to dissect at our leisure, we will gain valuable insights, perhaps develop new tactics to use against them. The discovery of this space hulk could be a blessing for the entire Imperium.
You expect us to bring back the body of one of these monstrosities intact?
I do. Surely, such a challenge is not beyond the abilities of the mighty Blood Angel.
What you ask is beyond the scope of this mission. We are here to save Gorgonum and its vital manufacturers, not to engage in a hunting expedition. If you came here for...
Captain, do not mistake this for a request. I make my demand on behalf of the Imperial Inquisition and Holy Terror. I am the Emperor's hand in word and deed. Would you defy the orders of one so empowered?
No, my lord. We will comply. Sergeant Tahariel, you have your orders. Take one of them.
Okay, so, if we get this... If we do this mission, we get the Heavy Flamer. So we're all going to spawn in there. We just basically need to kill the Bulwark Biomorphs. I don't know how many there's going to be. And apparently if we activate a console, that's our secondary objective. I don't have the Apothecary. Oh, I can't use him, that's why. The Apothecary's out of action just now. So apparently the Apothecary is meant to be able to revive somebody. But I don't know how you get that to happen. Like, I don't know, it says they have to be, he has to be in, like, the fallen Terminator has to be standing in front of him. Oh, we're in Orc section of the ship now.
Be on your guard. These Orcish vessels are dangerously unsafe.
The captain speaks true. They're always unstable, prone to fire and explosion.
Watch out for chem leaks and radiation spills.
The Bulwark
My
Biomorph.
servitors have located several of the unique genotype specimens nearby. Deploy your squad at once. Find the targets and get me one of those corpses.
Very well.
We stand ready, Brother Sergeant. This challenge shall be overcome.
So it's saying the Bulwark Biomorph, it only has 4 action points to use each turn. Its resistant shell will protect it against 1 deadly blow. So basically you've got to hit it twice. What have I got tactically? So there's an explosive barrel there. What's here? Console, which opens up all of these doors. Orcoid fungus, blips. Okay.
Ready. Ready. In position. Ready. Teleportation completed.
Okay. And there's a corpse of a Deathwing? Yep, Dark Angels.
I honor it by life.
The scry sensors read the presence of a biomorphic genestealer.
This is a unique opportunity. Do not waste it.
It's a really good looking cutscene. Okay, so those doors are locked, so going straight forward's basically the only way.
Taking up position. Orders confirmed.
There, on the deck. Another brother Astartes, fated to a forgotten death in this ruin. The insignia is that of the Dark Angels. The Sons of the Lions ventured here too. Check him for any readable combat data.
We were deceived. There are no fallen here, only Genestealers, countless numbers of them. But the signal we detected, it dates from the Black Ages. From the heresy of Horus Lupercal, may his soul be delighted. How can this be? We failed. I am the last. And now they come for me. So be it. I will die with honor.
He spoke of a signal from the Age of Heresy. That cannot be ignored. We must investigate.
Your deceased cousin also spoke of deception, Captain. The taint of chaos and the unhallowed surrounds the events of those dark times. You and your men would do well to avoid such things.
So we're getting a little bit of story now.
Understood.
Okay, let's convert a card to put you in Overwatch. You can apparently punch the door if I wanted to make you do that. Okay, so he's the guy I need to kill.
Moving forward. It is done.
By the blood of Sanguinius. What new abomination is that?
That, my dear Captain, is a growth of orcish fungus. The greenskins breed through the spores it generates. I advise your men to seal their power armor. Their breather filters should protect them from mycelia infestation, but be wary.
Okay, so let's start getting the normal Terminators moving. We'll have the assault guy aim down that hallway so that when the door opens he can shoot. And we'll have this guy move to cover the other door. We'll put him in Overwatch just in case they somehow get that door open. Do I want to convert any of my cards? Yeah, why not?
Waiting for them.
Just in case they come for me. Explosive barrel. It can kill everything in the area if it is destroyed. Orc fungus, orc fungus. So where's there an explosive barrel? There. I don't see any other... Oh, there's one there.
Understood. For Baal. Orders confirmed. Taking up position.
Put everybody in Overwatch.
Vigilance, brother. Waiting for them. Overwatch. Vigilance, brother.
And we'll very quickly convert a card.
Overwatch.
they're going to spawn some more. Oh, come on! Did he get him? He got him. Sergeant's dead. But the Genestealer died in the process. But I just lost 2 Terminators, yeah. This is not good. Right. Look, can I like shoot the barrel? Apparently it does nothing.
Overwatch. Overwatch.
Kinda hoping that will kill that one. Overkill, but hey ho. This Terminator's probably not long for the world. Yeah, he's gone. Oh, did he manage to shake that one off? He must have. Next shot is a success. Let's see. If I want him to get like down to there, talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not really doable. Convert this card. See, that'll get him to there. If I get him to there and put him on Overwatch, he might survive. I don't think he will, though.
Vigilance, brother. Waiting for you. Waiting for.
Oh, he did! And I don't think they can get far enough now. Yeah, they can't, right. Let's get ready for opening that door.
Vigilance, brother. Overwatch.
Because it's gonna happen. There's a lot of Genestealers in play now.
Fear my thirst.
I bet there's like 6 of them through this door now.
Heroes detected.
No, didn't kill him. Right. You... What does 7 do? Reload. Oh, why did I tell you to reload? Damn it, I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna have to convert that.
Fear my thirst. Overwatch.
See, they'll get to him. More worried about keeping these guys alive. No, I have enough to overwatch anyway. Oh, this is going to be a rough turn. I think they got the Terminator down the bottom. Oh no, he managed to survive. But now he's got the big boy to deal with. Okay, that's awesome. That's not so awesome. Oh, damn it. Oh. Reached that point in the game when it's starting to hit me back now.
Captain Ubaldo, it seems my suspicions are correct.
All of
Oh, we've done all this.
Captain.
No.
Okay, maybe best not to do it like that. Maybe I should keep the squad more together. Instead of spread them out like I did.
My servitors have located several of the...
Very well. We stand ready.
Because even if I don't necessarily need to open the door. The console just gets me a couple extra bonuses. It doesn't get me massive things, so realistically, I don't need to open it.
In position. Teleportation completed. Teleportation completed. Ready. In position.
In the name of the Emperor!
Hello, Mr. Stab Toxic, how are you doing?
The scry sensors read the presence of a biomorphic gene.
This is a unique opportunity. Do not waste it.
This is Space Hulk, yep.
Moving forward.
Hey, Jamie's back as well. So, since you were last here, Jamie, I've made it to...
Another brother Astartes, fated to a forgotten death.
I've made it to the final level of chapter 3 or 4?
Insignia is that of the Dark Angels. The Sons of the Lions ventured here too. Check him for any readable combat data.
The reason they move so slow is because they are like 8 foot tall Space Marines in Terminator armor, and Terminator armor is like 5 inches thick. It's they're basically walking tanks.
We were deceived. There are no fallen here. Only Genestealers. Countless numbers.
So they
of
take
them.
ages to go
The
anywhere.
signal we detected, it dates from the Black Ages. From the heresy of Horus Lupercal, may his soul be delighted. How can this be? We failed. I am the last. And now they come for me. So be it. I will die with honor.
So Mr. Subtoxic says, I'll be going back to Planet Site 2 to raid a planet. Awesome. Do they steroid up for that? No. So, we're about to get into the lower side of this fucking video. Space Marines are genetically enhanced. They are given the gene seed, which is basically part of their Primarch's genetic structure, and it makes them into these superhumans. No, cover's not a thing. This is all about, it's confined, like, these hallways would probably be the size of, like, well, they'd be big enough for me and you to walk down side by side, but because Terminators are so massive in their armour, you get one down a corridor at a time.
He spoke of a signal from the Age of Heresy. That cannot be ignored.
So
We must
cover's not really a
investigate.
thing. There is, in this one, explosive barrels you can
Your
blow up.
deceased cousin also spoke of deception, Captain. The taint of chaos and the unhallowed surrounds the events of those dark times. You and your men would do well to avoid such things.
So, yeah, like there's barrels you can blow up. When you get the flamer weapon for your heavy specialist, he can set the ground on fire to create kind of like fire traps and stuff for the enemy. There's a fair bit you can do, but to explain it like all, like why the Space Marines are so huge and things like that, we could sit here for honestly half an hour doing a lore video on what makes a Space Marine, and why Warhammer 40k, when you get into the books and the lore, it's basically a giant space opera. No, so the way it works is there's different chapters of Space Marines, and there's 1,000 Space Marines per chapter. Every chapter works slightly differently, but they all recruit their Space Marines, and what happens is they'll take recruits from different sources. So some of them might take them from planetary defense guards. Some of them might take them from I know there's one chapter that takes them from like a sort of a death world, where like basically the planet's this massive jungle and everything on the jungle wants to eat you. So if you can live through that, you can be a Space Marine basically. I would love to, kind of like Halo, yeah. So like once they reach a certain age, they are inducted into the Space Marines, the chapter, and they're genetically enhanced, and then they join the Scouts of the Space Marines to learn for the first like however long, until they basically become a fully fledged Space Marine. Terminators, which are these guys here, they are veterans of thousands of battles, and when Space Marines are genetically enhanced, they kind of become ageless. So like these guys could have been alive for like 100 years. You know, they don't really age. But Stephen's kind of right in that it is kind of Halo but with adults. Let's do that when I'm back, and you can explain it to me and I'll just ask stupid questions. I would love to do a Warhammer 40k lore video. I would get so much of it wrong, but I don't care. There's just so much involved. Like I said, it's essentially a giant space opera. You didn't do this last time! You bastards! Last time they ran away from me. That's how they want to be.
Fear my thirst.
Avenge your fallen brother. Just blast. Fuck it. No, not the barrel. The Genestealer.
No terror. No mercy.
Come on.
Mercy. Moving forward.
By the blood of Sanguinius. What new abomination is that?
That, my dear captain, is a growth of orcish fungus. The greenskins breed through the spores it generates. I advise your men.
There's
to
not
seal
co-op, but
their
there is a
power
versus
armor.
mode.
The breather filter.
You can play. Basically, one of us would play as the Space Marines, the other person plays as Genestealers. But there's not a co-op mode. Warhammer Battlefleet Gothic 2 has a co-op mode, and that is a game I would like to get at some point. I keep waiting for it to go on sale on Steam. Right, we'll put him into Overwatch, so he'll cover the corridor. The other guys are kind of useless at this point, and I don't really want to spend any of my cards to convert any, so we'll go on to the next turn. So I'm not going to rush to open the doors like I did last time because it didn't go particularly well for me. I think I maybe just need to play this one slow. Which game, Jamie? Battlefleet Gothic? Is that the one you're on about? Let me see. Probably need to spend some cards here.
Understood. I am moving. Taking up position. Taking up position. Vigilance, brother.
There's not really much else I can do.
Waiting for them.
Yeah, Battlefleet Gothic. It's the first one came out quite a long time ago, and I've got that. I've been meaning to play through it. I might stream it. Battlefleet Gothic 2 came out this year, I think in March. So it's still fairly new. But it's basically the space strategy version of Warhammer 40k. Now you've got Dawn of War, which I've played a few times on the stream, which is the ground-based strategy game. There's a lot of strategy involved with Warhammer 40k. Right, let's have you... let's have you move up.
Moving forward.
I kind of want you to start shooting, to be honest, but I'm concerned about these guys.
Taking up position.
Fall back one space. You can go into
Vigilance,
Overwatch.
brother. Fire.
And then I can shoot down the corridor.
Zeros detected.
Yes! The barrel did it. See you later, Mr. Stab Toxic. You can stream that for one night. What game are you on about, Mr. Stab Toxic, before you go?
Make way. Waiting for them. Vigilance, brother.
PlanetSide 2. If it's free, we can have a look at it, yeah. Yeah, as Jamie says, if it's free, we can afford to play it. Right, I'm kind of hoping that the overlapping fields of Overwatch on that top corridor will be enough to keep them at bay. The fire at least will put them off. Navigator here says, I don't know, free's a little pricey for me. Okay, so we've got Genestealer there. Oh, just on the camera. So let's go kill him. Basically, so Mr. Stab Toxic says, basically, have you ever wanted to play a game where you're part of an army of around 200 players versus 2 other armies with 200 players, max cap each side, and it's 1v1 control of battle? I think that would be quite cool if it was on that sort of, like, size. I'll look into the game later on and report my findings. First I need to kill this gene. Never usually works. See, that's what I was expecting to happen, was for him to miss.
Moving forward. Orders confirmed. Orders here, I'm first.
And we'll convert a card to put this guy into Overwatch as well, just to be safe. I think that's everybody, so let's see how well this goes. I mean, if PlanetSide 2 is that big a game where you can play with that many people, we could also maybe look at actually like playing it with you guys in our squad, if that's a thing. That was some very good Overwatch from that one Terminator there. Oh, but I feel like he's might have just failed here. Yep. Okay, the assault cannon's going to have to turn around and get into action. Yeah, they do. They have a lot more guys than I do, just because it's they don't have a ranged attack. I do, so I can shoot them before they get to me. Like, this dude's going to turn round and hopefully he's going to blast these guys to bits. The first person mode is really nice as well.
My clock is dead.
Okay, there's one more
Detected.
down the edge of that corridor we'll need to deal with in a second.
Orders confirmed. Understood.
Play that so that this dude gets an automatic
Shall cleanse.
shot. Oh, I hit the spores and not the thing. Damn it. Oh, that's not good. I really should have paid more attention to what I was actually shooting there. You can get to him as well. Although I'm kind of hoping that this thing, apparently the spore should make actions take twice as much points to do, so maybe that'll slow them down. It did? Oh, it's not totally over. Okay, so need to catch up on chat while they're doing all their moves. So yeah, like I said, they've got more dudes because I've got ranged. PlanetSide 2 is the closest thing you've played would be armor, but it's less realistic. Right, okay. I've just answered what the spores do. And yeah, we got the Discord message. Okay. So, we need to kill this guy, basically. That's all we need to do.
Fear my thirst. My
Come on.
god is dead.
Oh, he needs to reload. Fuck. I've only got 5 more turns to do this as well. I could go up and punch him, but that's not going to help me. Because these guys will just come and kill him. Let's see, do I have anything I can get rid of? That'll give me 3 points. Convert that. Let's him reload. And then I could put him in Overwatch. No matter how far back he moves, he's going to be in range of this guy.
Waiting for them.
I fully expect to lose him. That puts me into danger.
Yes,
That does not, apparently.
I stand guard.
Okay, he got killed. That one got killed. That one was a fake. So they can put down fake blips. What they basically do is they make you think that there's more enemies than there actually is. So like one of these could be fakes. I'm kind of hoping they're fakes. They're spawning a lot of them. Here we go. Time to open the door. I don't want to shoot the spore.
Detected.
Okay, so there is actually a guy there. Thankfully he's no longer an issue. I've only got 1 AP left. Now, let's try putting these guys into Overwatch and see if that doesn't do me any good. Because I have nothing else I can really do. Lost another guy. Yeah, the action cam's real good in this game. Playing in first person as well is really nice, but it doesn't give you the overlay of the map, so it's kind of hard to see what you're doing, and I've made a few mistakes using the first person cam, so I don't really want to use it. So many of them. So if we go in the first person with this guy here, you can see how cool that looks like. You can see a dead Terminator there. Like, you can see that it's like you're in a ship and it's just on fire everywhere. That was a good shot. Oh, and that was a fake. Nice. Now, how do I want to do this? Because he's probably going to rush there.
Vigilance, brother.
I think putting them in Overwatch is maybe just the best thing to do. Okay, so they've revealed that they've got 2 Genestealers hiding there.
Brother Sergeant, these creatures
Get
die
in.
as easily as any other foe. We have the signal locked on, ready for transport. Take your specimen, Inquisitor. Consider it our gift.
Jimmy, yeah, they do have a percentage to hit. It's usually, if it's the guys with the storm bottles, which are the gun, like the handheld guns, they're usually about 31% to hit. The assault cannon guy, he's up to about 70 usually.
Excellent. There are more of them close at hand. Take care not to damage them too much.
Get in! Oh, that was much harder than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so for completing that, we got a buttload of components, some samples, and the heavy flamer, which will be a new heavy weapon for us to use. And I think we'll get some story next as well. It is quite a low percentage, but you can activate your tactical cards to boost that up. Also only costs 1 action point to fire. For secondary objectives, normally you only get the extra components which are used to upgrade your guys, upgrade their weapons, buy like access to new cards and things like that. Trying to think if there's anything else you can do with the components. Oh, you can apply modules to their armor which give them special abilities or better abilities.
The body has been secured in the examination decks aboard my ship, Captain. The Blood Angels have earned the gratitude of the Ordo Xenos.
You may keep your thanks. We still have a mission to execute.
Ah, but our association is yet to be concluded, Captain.
Explain yourself.
This derelict is a breeding ground for biomorphic Genestealers.
I will not jeopardize our objective or my kinsman for your agenda.
Those things are not mutually exclusive, Captain. As a gesture of my goodwill, I will dispatch additional materials for your men. These will aid the fulfillment of all our missions. And more will come, should your warriors secure other specimens, of course.
If I didn't know better, Brother Captain, I would suggest the esteemed Inquisitor is attempting to bribe us into his schemes.
He may try, Brother Sergeant, but we all know where our duty lies.
Captain, I sense a dark shadow of foreboding. I may have to board the derelict in person, my lord. My witch sight is clouded.
Perhaps. Ready yourself, Psyker, if you must. But know that if you depart, you will do so alone. I can spare no more men to accompany you.
Okay, do you have a hub? Kind of. So, outside of your missions, you come to this, which is your kind of map of the Space Hulk. So all this dark area is what we've already played through. Now, not every sort of blip you see there is a mission. So if we look at the lit up section just now. Some of them are just empty, like, corridors that your guys would be walking through. Some of them they'll have like little tidbits on, like, story, lore, etc. Sometimes like menu events, if that makes sense. Like you know, you find a dead Terminator. Do you want to take the armor, or do you want to leave him alone? And you get certain stuff for doing that. You get blue sections like this is where assets are, so you can get components for upgrading your guys. You can get these keys, these unlock the locked doors. That is usually a piece of war gear for your guys, so I think that's a pair of lightning claws by the looks of it. And then you've got teleporters, which look like this, and you can see where they teleport you to. And then there's the boss levels, which are these two here. So you've got Act 5, Second Detonation, and Hunt for the Inquisition. That's like a side sort of boss mission. And what you might notice, I'll very quickly move up to here so you can see. So we are entering the territory of a powerful Genestealer. Be wary, this area swarms with its foul offspring. If we stray too far, we risk an ambush. That's kind of what these sort of... There is something here, they're just little bits of text. But what you might have noticed is that there's now a red flashing dot here. Each one of these is a step that we take further through the Hulk. When that bar is filled up, it will spawn Genestealers on the map in our path, and that's basically where the missions come from, is when you run into them. And you can choose to either have one of your Terminators stay behind and hold them back, but then you can't use that Terminator in the next mission, or you can fight the mission yourself, and if you lose, you will lose some components. If you win, you'll get some components, maybe a bit of upgrades, etc. And basically you're just clearing sections of the Space Hulk. So you can see section 1 we cleared on the last stream, which was about there to there. It was quite actually a long one because there was a lot of story involved. It took a wee while. But then tonight we've cleared from this section through all of these sections here and this section down to here. So we're probably not going to carry on going through this section tonight. We're probably going to take a stop, but I will show you a couple other things. So if we press T, we bring up our squad management. And this is where you can apply all of the upgrades. So you can see at the top there, you don't get new guys, that's it. They basically, your guys don't actually die on the missions. What happens is, before they die, Terminator armor is equipped with what's called a teleportarium. They are quickly teleported off the ship back to your command ship, and then they're available for the next mission. They're healed back up and they go out again. So you can't really lose your guys. Which is why you might have seen during the last level when I was losing guys, they kind of go all blue and kind of vaporise out. That's them getting teleported to safety. But you can see in the top there, I've got over 4,000 components, and what I can use them on is I can upgrade the cards for each. So each guy you take into battle will give you access to the cards that comes with him. So I can upgrade them. You can go into weapons and you can change their weapons once you've got them unlocked. So for example, if I go to my heavy weapon guy, you can see that's the options that he gets. He gets a storm bolter, which is basically 2 machine guns strapped together, or the assault cannon, which is what he's had all game. This guy has just unlocked the heavy flamer, so I can now equip him with that. And if I go to modules, you see this guy's not got any, but this guy has one for sustained fire, so he gets +2 to his dice roll for sustained fire instead of +1. Sustained fire is basically he holds the trigger down, as you would imagine. I think you do get one more guy, actually. I think you get one more Terminator as you progress through the story, and you get a librarian who basically has, you know, magical powers. We'll get into him next stream when he actually pops up. But at the minute we've got a sergeant, who's kind of our only real like sort of melee guy because he gets a lot of weapons. We've got 3 assault terminators. They're your basic dudes. So they've got storm bolters and power fists. Although this guy, I think, yeah, he's got a chain fist. So basically a power fist with a chainsaw attached to it. 2 heavy weapon dudes and an apothecary who is kind of your medic, but in a very loose term, in that he doesn't revive them. Well, he doesn't heal them. He just, if they die in front of him, he can apparently pick them up. I've not had it work yet. So again, you can see that you can upgrade their cards, upgrade their weapons, etc. So where is it? I'm sure he had a way of doing it. But anyway, yeah, so that's basically your guys, and this is kind of your hub for upgrading them. And this is your sort of your world map, if you want to put it that way. But I don't think we'll get through the rest of that tonight, so we're going to stop there because that's 2 areas we've cleared. So I just want to take a quick minute to thank everybody who has tuned in tonight. It's been great speaking to you guys, explaining the game, explaining a little bit of the lore. I'm going to quickly put in a link into the chat. That is a link to our community Discord. Feel free to join that. You'll get stream updates. So we are streaming on Thursday night. We have an Arma 3 community night that you're all welcome to attend. That will be starting at 7 o'clock GMT. So figure it out, whatever that is in your time zone. You're perfectly capable. You got to Twitch somehow. You can navigate the internet to find out what time that is for you. And I'll be back streaming on Friday as well with our friend Colin. We'll be playing 7 Days to Die. Again, that'll be about 7 o'clock in the evening for me. Again, figure out what time that is for you. On our Discord as well, you can also chat with other people that have tuned into the stream, people that like the same sort of games as us. You can even ask them if you know, do you guys want to play games? You can organise your own night, like community nights. We're more than happy for you to do that. You can submit games you want us to play, all sorts. So if you're interested, come along and join. Other than that, thank you to everybody who has watched tonight. I've had a great bit of fun, and I'm going to continue playing this game until I've finished it on stream because it's a lot of fun, and I enjoy rambling about 40k. Something I really enjoy, and there's just so much lore to it as well. So thank you everybody, and I'll see you all next time.